Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing this morning? Hey, I'm not putting makeup on. How is everyone? Hi, Dee. Hi, Amby. Hi, Wanda. So nice to see everyone. Hi, Lori. Hi, Angela. And hi, Lori A and Lori H. Hello, hello. I feel like I got something like right here that I can see. But hey, everybody. Good morning, Sparkles. Good morning. So as you guys are coming in, let me know what is on your hook and what is in your cup. This light thing's still not working. Can you turn on some lights? I feel like it's too dark. Pretty please. Good morning. How are ya? My ponytail's a little crazy today. It wants to stay on one side. It's all sorts of crazy. That's all I had to put on. You guys didn't have to watch me put makeup on this morning. So yay for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she woke me up. I was snoozing good. And then my daughter comes in. She goes, Mommy, it's 10 a.m. I was like, oh, okay. So don't you want to get up? Hey, Alice. Hey, Ed. Hi, Sanita. Good morning. Hi, Starla. So nice to see all of you guys here today. Thanks, Amby. With my crazy lopsided ponytail. I don't know why this one's not working. This light. Oh, because I had it turned off.
Yeah, down is on, up is off.
I know, it's like Oppositeville. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Dottifer. Hello, everybody. So Dee is making new kitchen rugs. Ooh, I love it. New kitchen rugs and drinking major amounts of coffee. Love me some major amounts of coffee. I've actually reduced my coffee intake over the past couple weeks. Just during the week, though. On the weekend, I enjoy my coffee. All right, my other computer does not want to turn on. And this is where I get my questions. I may have to look them up on this computer. No big deal if I do. Excuse me. Hi, Connie. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Connie? Hey there, David. So nice to see you. Ooh, Connie's working on designing her first crochet shawl. That's awesome. Barbara says, hi from a little corner, Kentucky. Well, water in her cup and not crocheting at the moment. Have to mop most of the... Oh, no. What happened that you have to mop most of the downstairs? Deborah says, good morning, everyone. Water and cup, Annie's calendar spring, posy bag, and Vivaldi throw. Learning how to crochet and join as you go motifs. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. The Yarn Fairy says hello. She's supposed to be sleeping, but is listening in. Well, hello, Yarn Fairy. So lovely to see you. Or hear from you. Because I see your name there. Yeah. I don't know how to word it. Hi, Mel. I uploaded my first crochet video yesterday showing how... Oh, I have to go watch it, Wanda. That's awesome. Yay. How exciting. Angela says, I'm working on a V-stitch top-down poncho from Nana's Crochet Corner, trying to use up the Yarn Bee Feeling Gradient yarn from my Hobby Lobby clearance. Super soft and light. Super soft and lightweight. Gonna get coffee. That that sounds amazing. Terry says, hey, people. Lori says, coffee with cinnamon roll. Yeah, I'm gonna have some issues with that. Cinnamon roll creamer in my cup and a baby lovey on my hood. Oh, yay, I love it. It's cold here too, Amby. We got snow last night. I mean, granted, it barely stuck, but we got snow last night. Right now, it's 36 degrees, and Siri's going to talk to me. Let me turn around. It's 36 degrees, and we got some snow last night. And I'm not that far from you, Amby, so I imagine it's cold. Hey, oh, wait. Miranda says, and Miranda, I may have asked you this before. Where in North Carolina are you? Says, hey from North Carolina, working on a shawl. Hope y'all are doing well. I am, and Miranda, the reason why I ask is because I am in the Smoky Mountains.
For about 2 hours from Asheville.
Yeah, well, we live very close to a lot of different places. We're about an hour from, well, I mean, as the crow flies, we're about an hour from Gatlinburg. But if you actually take the curvy roads, it's more like two and a half hours, isn't it? Yeah. And then we're probably about 2 hours from South Carolina, and we're about 30 minutes from Georgia.
We're also like, well, actually, we're more like 10 minutes from Georgia. It's just 30 minutes to the nearest town in Georgia.
Okay, you're right about that. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes from. We're right at the Georgia border, but we're in the Smoky Mountains.
We're like an hour from the Atlanta suburbs.
No, not an hour. It's closer to an hour and a half. Yeah. It takes us about 90 minutes to get to oh, did he get out this morning?
No.
Oh, he almost got out. Got you. I need to talk to y'all and not my daughter. Forgive me. She's just chatting, and I don't know if you can hear her. Oh, is it still snowing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, let me move on down the line. Kitchen done right now. Break, then hallway and foyer next. Oh, just cleaning. Okay. Since I something better. Hi, Vicky. So wonderful to see you. Hello. It says hello, Melanie, everyone. Water my cup, working on a mosaic blanket. I cannot wait. And I don't even know if this will. I feel like if I'm in a bigger place and I can have some more projects going. Thanks, Carol. It actually isn't a lipstick. My lips are naturally a little bit darker colored. I'm blessed with that. I'm not blessed with eyebrows. I have to make them happen. But I am blessed with a darker pigmented lips, and all I'm wearing is some EOS lip balm. That's what's on my lips. Oh, and today's nail day, you guys. Can you see? Today's nail day. Anyway, I'm sorry. I was talking to Ginger about that just last week. Sophie's making biscuits. I'm so glad you got your Sophie back. I am so glad. Shannon's finishing a shawl. Carol says, Deborah, I've been wanting to do an Annie's Kit Club, but the one I want to do has up to $200. I just can't justify that for a blanket. I get that. It would be a big blanket, though. Hey, Maribel, how are you? Lori says, good morning from Pearl, Mississippi, drinking stevia sweetened iced tea. Yum. Near Winston-Salem. Okay, so you are about not quite to the coast. You're like on the coast side of the middle, right? If I'm remembering my locations right. Deborah says, Carol, I'm with you on that. I'll have a second job. I will have a second. Okay, you need to see what this dog is eating, because it crunched way too much for it to be something that's good for her. What are you eating?
Gordettes, I think.
Well,
Where did you get that from? Yeah, Gordettes.
Really? So maybe they got an actual bag of them. I thought that they just got an empty bag.
No.
Well, no, that's not where she was eating. It sounded like she was eating a bone, to be honest with you.
Huh. The bone that was in the cap bowl.
Okay, anyway. Carol, I'm with you on that. I will have to get a second job for that. They have a crochet calendar, only about $7, I think, and it has 12 patterns in it. I'm working on April and May. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay, so Terry says I'm about 3 hours from her. Okay. Ooh, yum. Starla says drinking a mocha latte and working on a scarf and no idea what stitch or the pattern is called. Hello. I love it. Hi, Lisa. How are you? So nice to see you. Shannon says we're thinking about moving to Helen, Georgia. Ooh, Helen is gorgeous. I actually have never been to Helen. I'm not far from there, to be honest with you, because the Helen's in the mountains. And that's where I'm at. But yeah, no, my husband, that was one of his favorite places to go, was Helen. I had planned like at a certain anniversary for us to go for like a weekend, but yeah, that didn't happen. Anyway, This year would have been 15 years. So last year was at we would have been at 14 years. So this year would have been 15. I think I probably would have tried to shoot for it for this year. Anyway, Terry says, one of these days, Mel. Yes, one of these days. I agree. Abby says, I got 2 happy planners. Oh, I used to use happy planners all the time. I really enjoy them. I got 2 happy planners for less than $20. Bigger one was originally $32.99. Smaller one was $29.90. That's an awesome deal. So the smaller one you got was like the one that's probably about, I'm sorry, you got to lean back. So it's probably about, actually, it's probably close to my planner size. I don't have a happy planner. I realized that I don't like the discs. I like the spirals better than the discs. Because just things tend to fall apart a little bit. I've got like stuff piled up on top of my planner. You can see how well I've been using it, right? With all the stuff that I have piled on top of my planner. So there we go. There we go. This one I got off of Amazon because I thought it was so pretty. But I haven't been using it like I should. Anyway, so it's close to this size, a little bit bigger, right? That's the other size, or did you get the mini? This one's really cute. I found this one on Amazon. Super pretty. If you like pretty pink flowery type things. Ooh. Excuse me. Anyway, let me put this back. I have actually been looking into possibly doing digital planners. I've been looking into that as a possibility. Thanks, Deborah. Oh, I get you. Barbara says she's in better health, so she can do the cleaning. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm glad you're in better health. Although I'm sorry that it amounts to cleaning unless you enjoy cleaning and then have fun. Dee says, I've never had eyebrows. What's up with that? I have never had them either. And it's funny, I have a picture over here of me. Hey, Ro, can you come here for a second? I'm gonna have her get the picture so you guys can see. Now it's oh, Sammy, what are you doing? See, Sammy, it might be time to get her before she gets filthy. But
dog.
Okay, so I have to show you this. This is me. Hand me that picture real quick. You'll have to put it back. But so this is me and my sister and my mom. I was probably about, I'd say 3 or 4 here. But you can see it's a little damaged. But yeah, no eyebrows. That's me. But no eyebrows. Look. My mom was a Cher lookalike. Do you see that? What?
I look like her.
That's my sister. That's my big sis. But yeah, that's me. No eyebrows. She's got amazing eyebrows that wonderfully plucked, so perfectly groomed. She's got amazing natural eyebrows. What happened here? Why are there no eyebrows? What? Anyway.
You did them to me.
And my daughter has amazing eyebrows, by the way. Her eyebrows, if you guys have seen pictures of hers, she does nothing with her eyebrows. All natural. She doesn't fill them in, nothing.
I got them plucked once and hated it.
Yeah, we both got our eyebrows plucked because, well, I have very light eyebrows, and you'd think with this dark hair. But when I was real little, I actually had I was born with strawberry blonde hair. But anyway, so we got them plucked, and then oh my gosh, it was actually not plucked; it was threaded. And when you get right here and threading, and for somebody who has never done anything with their eyebrows, oh, dude, I was crying. Anyway. Lori says 60 here right now, and it will be a perfect 71 by 1. Ooh, that sounds gorgeous. Now, tomorrow is supposed to be a gorgeous day for us. Miranda says, Terry, that's awesome. Been wanting more crochet friends that are local. Ooh. And I want to use one of them for making in May. Yeah. That would be so fun. What are your happy planners? That's a great idea. Lisa says, I'm trying to get myself motivated this morning. I'm behind you guys, so I'm trying to catch up here. I am trying to get myself motivated this morning. I stayed up until 4 a.m. I just couldn't go to sleep. Now I'm super tired. Need a strong coffee. Oh, I hate, I was up till 3. And then I got up at 10. I was sleeping good, and my daughter woke me up. She's, Mommy, it's 10. I'm like, oh, okay, better get up. But that is actually my normal amount of sleep, so I'm doing good. I swear, I'm doing good. Dee says, I'm in Michigan. I've been seeing a few folks that live there. Oh, that's fun. Oh, 3 hours from me. Okay. 3 hours from me. So Terry's 3 hours from me and 45 minutes from Miranda. Well, you know what? Y'all just need to move closer to the mountains. That's all I'm saying. Y'all just need to move up this way. Dee says, same here, Lisa. Starla says it'll be 86 or higher in DFW. Nope. I can't do that. 86 degrees. It got to 80 here in August, like right around 80, and I was dying. This is before I got air conditioning, because you guys know I just recently got my air conditioning fixed in my car, and this was before then. So last summer I didn't have air conditioning in my car. It went kaput, and it was in August, and it was like 80 degrees, and I was dying from heat. And I grew up in Florida, so I said, no, I'm not a Florida girl anymore. Never again. Nope. Okay, so Ambi says it was about the size of the one I showed you. Dotifer says water and unraveling from thrift find. Oh, that sounds fun, actually. It was snowing earlier here in Northeast Indiana. The other one is pretty big. Might be the biggest happy planner. I think so. It's actually like an 8.5 by 11, isn't it? Barbara says to Carol, I got the stitch sampler called Block of the Month back when they gave DVDs to show stitch patterns. It was very expensive, but it made a great Christmas present for my twin brother. Oh, I bet you it did. Thanks, Angela. Oh, you checked it. $700 to get them tattooed? Now, I actually did look into that because Ursula, she said her daughter had it done, and I looked into that, and I think it was closer to like $200 to $300 to get them done here. But I'm such a wimp. I honestly don't know if I can handle that. I really am a wimp. And, I say that, but then I stick myself with a needle every night, and yeah, I'm usually not the one to go to the hospital because I'm in pain. I just take a Tylenol, and until it's so bad that I should have been in the hospital like weeks ago, that type of deal. So I say that I'm a wimp. I feel like I would be though when it comes to them poking me. I don't know. Spitted snow here in Kansas yesterday morning. Still cold but sunny. I kind of love a cold and sunny day. Like where it's toasty when you get in the car, whether you have the heat on or not, but you feel a little bite on your nose. I kind of love that kind of day. I love that star. That's what my daughter has. Starless says I was blessed with no maintenance eyebrows. That's what my daughter has. My mom once shaved her eyebrows when she was little. Little is all she says. When they grew back, they didn't grow much. Oh, yeah, no. I don't I seem to remember that's the thing about eyebrows. If you overpluck them, because the 70s and I think 80s, but the 70s and early 80s, they were really heavily plucked, and that kept them from growing. My mom once shaved. Oh, no, I already read that. Lori says, I tell my husband sleep is overrated. Right. Not getting anything done during sleep. Hi, Deneen. So nice. So sorry I'm late. I had to wish my mom a happy birthday. Oh, it's her 82nd birthday. Wow, happy birthday. That's amazing. So your mom doesn't have much eyebrows either. Yes. Oh, I'm finally caught up, you guys. Starla says, I'm not a fan of hot weather. I'm moving somewhere cooler soon. Ooh, do you have a place in mind, Starla? You don't have to tell us. I'm just curious if you have a place in mind. Dee says, I have 40 tattoos, so it's not that big of a deal for me. I used to do the pinup roller derby at the auto show, and it went with my thing. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Honestly, I love tattoos. I'm just a wimp. That's all there is to it. I need to do a video of all the stuff I've gotten in however long. Yes, you do, Ambi. Yes, you do. You might stick yourself, but not on your face. Close your eyes. Yes, you know what? Maybe that's what it is. And I still remember with the threading how much it hurt when it went right in here. Oh my gosh. Wow. I've had 3 reconstructive surgeries on my face and need a 4th. So there's no way anything else would happen there. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, yeah. So you remember the pain of right it just right when you go right in here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not a fan. All right, so you guys, it's time for me to ask questions. I'm still not doing any giveaways. I did get something mailed out this week, but not everything. So I'm still not doing giveaways, not until I get caught up on stuff because I feel bad. So I don't want to add to that. Which I know everybody's usually very thankful and grateful for getting something for free, but still, I don't want to be that guy. And right now I'm that guy, so I need to fix that. All right, so let's go ahead and find you some questions. I got to do another search. This computer right here, and they get the where the big. Okay, so this is I have an Alienware right next to me, and it has this gigantic brick, and it's a Dell. The Alienware is owned by Dell now, and so you have those big bricks with the cord coming out, and then you plug that cord into the brick, and then you plug it into. So there's all these different joint areas where you can lose connection, and with my animals, it loses connection so many times, so many times. Anyway, let's find some questions. I can try and turn it on again, but it just hasn't been listening to me. We'll see. We'll see, but let's find some questions. I used to write these down, but then I realized that there's not enough notebooks in the world. So look, it's working now. Yay. But it's not plugged in again, Ro.
Oh. I'm about to give up on this thing.
Okay. A working here's okay. Let's do the funny icebreaker questions. Oh, I remember. I remember asking these. All right, so I'm gonna, or at least I remember asking the first one. I don't remember this next one. Okay, so if you guys have been asked this before, forgive me. Just humor me if you don't mind. So this next question is, or the first question, well, it's kind of the next question because I always ask what's in your cup and what's on your hook. But so the first question is, the zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are 3 people that you want on your team? The zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are 3 people that you want on your team? I want the Winchesters. I definitely want Sam and Dean. Now, I think I want their dad because their dad went to go play in The Walking Dead and kick the butt out of zombies there. But he was kind of mean. But Mary Winchester is pretty amazing and kick some major butts in later seasons. So the Winchesters. Yeah, that's what Rowan's like. You asked this one before. I remember it. Oh, and Amby's got a question. Lori says, I cried through the 80s because of big eyebrows for the time. Yes, they did. Brooke Shield eyebrows. Dad always said, look at Brooke Shields. Yes. But I know the 70s and into the early 80s, but once Brooke Shields hit it big, yeah, big eyebrows, which I never had. Never had. Starla says one bestie wants me to move to Utah and the other one wants me to move to Nebraska. Frankly, I would really love to go back to Alaska. Ooh, I don't know if I can handle Alaska now. But I do love the appeal of it. And I bet you when the sun shines in Alaska, it's bright. You know what I mean? Oh, what is the most romantic moment in my life? The most romantic moment. Sadly, I don't have one. Aw, Amby, you will. Don't you worry. I say that, and I'm about to say I can't think of one for me because I'm not a romantic. No, don't get me wrong. I love me some rom-com movies, but as far as picking out romantic, I mean, like when my husband asked me to marry, my late husband asked me to marry him. Honestly, and this was our epitome of our relationship. I was sick. I'm like really sick, like stomach bugs sick. And I was laying in bed, and he got the ring, which he had ordered in the mail because he wanted a very specific look. He got the ring, and he just handed me the package, and he goes, "So you want to do this?" I was like, so yeah, that was our how I got engaged, and then we were engaged for about 2 years, I think, 2 years, maybe three, and then finally we ended up getting married, and we loved each other. Just we ended up getting married because I because of insurance, honestly. That is how romantic I am. But there's different types of romantic, I guess, anyway. But yeah, that I just can't think of anything. Oh, Dee says I had huge Aquanet hair. Oh my gosh. I tried to have but you know what though? I was not old enough in the part of the 80s where you had the big hair. I was like I was in high school in the early 90s, and I did that, where you put so much hairspray in your hair, and you do the thing where it's out and it kind of falls down, but you pushed it out. You know what I'm talking about? So it was like stiff, sticking out from your head. Yeah. Deborah says we are in the same unromantic boat. Yes, exactly. I mean, he did some crazy sweet things for me, and in my mind, that was romance. Like there was another time that was it always comes out of him when I'm really really sick. So there was another time when I was super duper sick, like hospitalized, had surgery, sick. I was in the hospital for about a week. Um and my mom, I had given him some money because I wasn't working for a week, and anyway they had given him some money to go to the grocery store, and then I got mad at him because he spent too much money on stuff that would go bad. But he's like, this is when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, so he was trying to give me all sorts of healthy stuff. So he comes back with all this fruit and all this salad, and just he went overboard, and it was just so super duper sweet. And he was bringing me my food and and everything, so I didn't have to get up because I had surgery on my midsection. Um, and he just it was really really sweet, and that's what we did. And then I got mad at him because he spent so much money on stuff that was just going to perish. It was like, love you, babe. Amby says that sounds like my mom. What, me? As far as how unromantic I am, I really am not, and I have no problem with it. And that's okay. I do like romantic comedies. I watch them. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how things work. Cobra wings. Yeah. Oh, is that what they were called? Be creative Cobra wings. Were you stuck? Yes. I can't type arg. That's it. It's the thought that counts, not the exact gesture. And I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. Barbara says when Turbo first asked me out, just because that is when I fell in love with him. I've always loved him even after we went our separate ways in high school, both married twice and raised families. So, oh, okay. And then she said been back together for 12 years. That is an amazing love story. I love that. I lived in California and had short hair because I didn't like surfing with long hair. I don't blame you on that one, because I bet you it's heck to get through surfing with long hair. You'd have to braid it, I think, probably most of the time. My husband said to me, "You love me, then let's get married." Right? Exactly. You want to do this thing? Oh, Angela says my life is void of romance. Hubby gave me a pen with his company logo on it. Then he got for free for one of our anniversaries. Yeah, no, Angela. Now I will say that I probably would have stabbed him with the pen, but that just speaks to my temper. No, that wouldn't work. But he was good on Mother's Day. I think he was probably best on Mother's Day. He was okay on anniversaries. Not bad. We both were bad about our anniversary. We would always forget. And then like a week would go by, and I would look at him and he would look at me. I'm like, didn't we have an anniversary or something? He's like, yeah, we did. I had it because so we wouldn't forget. I had it inscribed on his wedding band. the date that we got married. Hi, Maribel. Hi, how are you? My husband said to me, oh, I read that one. Okay. Okay. I think I'm caught up. But those are amazing answers. Great question, Amby. So, y'all may have answered this before, but I want to hear your answers again. What three people would you would you want to have on your side in a zombie apocalypse? Lori says, my husband does the grocery shopping. I always tell him what I don't want in my coffee, creamer flavor. He said, I love this. I get to think about you halfway through my least favorite chore. Oh, that's like crazy sweet. I kind of love that. I've been super lucky in the romantic department, but the rest of the relationships kick the rocks. I'm lucky at love. Until now, Mark is amazing. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Amby says, I think I'm a romantic. I love love stories and romance movies. I even like writing about romance. That's awesome. And don't ever shy away from that. I will tell you that there's a reason why romanticized is a word, because romance, I think, are moments, are, they're moments. They're not it's not a constant. I guess the best way to put it. That at least and I say that color through my own lenses. So there could be somebody where they've been swept up off their feet and live a life full of romance, and that's a very different life for me. And I'm not saying that in a negative way against my life. I think I've had a great life, or am still having a great life. But just for me, romance has always been moments, and they're usually not the biggest moments. Actually, I find romance better in the smaller moments than in the big moments. But again, that's just me. And Maribel says, I'll bring my three sisters. Says, my late husband and I were not romantic, but now my current husband is a sappy romantic and quotes Shakespeare to me and always spoiling me and tell me how much he loves me. Oh, that's so sweet, Lori. That's like crazy sweet. Starla says, we survived the Northridge earthquake. We lived at the epicenter. My husband asked me to marry him because it was too close to him losing me. Aw. And it's funny, it's like you have to figure out what you have to have something like that to realize that you can't live without someone. My unromantic but incredibly smart and practical husband, my best friend, and somebody yarny that I haven't met in person yet. So wait a minute. So wait, you don't have the incredibly unromantic, incredibly smart and practical husband. You're still waiting to meet him. Is that what you're saying, Deborah? My hubby would also sing me to sleep. He sang the opera. Oh, that's so sweet. Sam Dean for fighting in Doctor Who, so we could leave too. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, that's an amazing idea. Barbara says, Turbo and our friends from down the street, her and I share a birthday. We will all be well armed and can use the weapons. Yes. Lisa says, I'm not a romantic. Yeah, I really as much as I love rom-coms, I've discovered that in me personally, I'm not a romantic. Actually, my husband, he would buy me flowers, and I never got mad at him when he bought me flowers, but I would tell him, stop buying me flowers. Do not spend money on something. I don't mind the little cut bouquets that you can get from Walmart for relatively inexpensive, but to buy me a $40 bouquet of something that's just going to die, I am not a fan of that. I am not a fan, but that's me. Yeah, he did. He started getting me orchids, and then that would last a long time, and I loved that. So he would start getting me orchids, but yeah, he knew I was not a fan of getting me something that was just going to die not too long. Bro, you need to be cleaning your room, baby. I'm not hearing movement. It says, Deborah says, I have the husband and best friend, and no good yarny friend I have met in person. Oh, got you. Okay. Totally understand that. Yes. I would have to bring my husband and my in-laws. In-laws. I love that. Romantic to me are more the little things that show me he was thinking about me or recognizes something I need or would enjoy. Yes, Lori. Yes, exactly. It's not these big grand gestures or these sweeping moments. It's the little things, and that's the way it is for me too, Lori. It is just the those particular small things. Um, yeah, yeah. There, I was just remembering a moment. Uh, Says that is me. Don't waste money on cut flowers, but I will take a plant. And I'm the worst with plants. My cats eat them. I have like a. We really just need to throw away that plant that's over there. Somebody gifted me a plant, and I worked hard on it, but yeah, the cats ate it. And then we got a Christmas cactus, and I was thinking that they wouldn't eat that because they stayed away from it for a while. No, nope, they ate that. They ate that too. Hmm. Yes, me too, Allie. Allie. I said Allie. I don't know why I just called you that. Alice says, I run a mile from overt affection. Yes. See, Lori, that's perfect. Hubby buys me yarn instead of flowers. See, there you go. And I can make my own flowers if I wanted to, right? I get flowers once in a while. I use the vases for my yarn. So pretty. Okay, that's a great idea. I love that. Turbo will pick flowers from the woods, so-called weeds, from one of our flower beds. See, that's nice. I like that. Oh, Gloria's here. She says hello from Chicago, everyone. Hello, hello. So nice to see you. Oh my gosh, these are great stories, you guys. I love reading these stories. I love it. It says, I am the same, not a fan of overspending on flowers, but I've realized my husband loves to do that for me. If I complain too much, he retreats from doing anything, so I just go with it now. And that's where that one book called Love Languages is very effective in learning that. And Amby says, I have the fantasy of this very epic romance. Must watch too many movies and read too many books. I don't know that that's it. I think we all have that epic fantasy of that until we find that one person that we can't live without, and we realize the nitty-gritty of romance. I think is the best way to put it. Because I honestly think that as women, I think that a lot of us have this idea of it until we live in it. We have an ideal. That's it. We have an ideal until we realize the reality. And it's not a bad thing. It's just different. Lori says I can kill a silk plant, right? Me too. Make a plant hanger for your plants to keep them out of reach of the cats. I will when I have a bigger house, but in this house, there is nothing that the cats cannot get to. And I have a little athlete. Like, he gets into cabinets that you would think he wouldn't be able to get into. He is doing a pull-up while he's using on one arm, while he's using another arm to open the other cabinet and get himself into. Yeah, I have a like talented cat. Not in a good way. But he's so sweet. He's our youngest. Is he pestering you? It says even when he buys me yarn, not what I'd pick. I but have to be grateful. Okay, I get you that. Okay, and that makes sense. Any of my family were Comanche and have kept. Okay, so that's for the this little dude. This little dude. Oh, hey bud. Hey handsome. Hey.
He's a nuisance.
Hey. Well, he's still kitten. He's got a kitten energy, you guys. So he gets into everything. You guys say hi to everybody. Show them your beautiful white mascara eyes. See, there we go. Oh, you're getting mad now. I can tell. I can tell you getting mad now. You getting mad. You gonna be okay. You mad because I'm bugging you like you bug everybody else in this household? Everybody else in this household, you bug them. Yes, I know you do. I know you do. Mwah. All right, there you go. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay. Lori says you need to do a terrarium, Mel. That then you can have plants, but they're in a glass box so you see them. The cats can't get them. I do need that. You're actually correct. You're very correct. I need to do that. Although it has to be heavy enough that the cats can't knock it over because, yeah, they'll do that too. Romance is when my husband went and to an estate sale and brought home a whole bunch of crochet hooks. Ooh, that's awesome. But and I agree that it's romance. He went, he saw that and he thought, I know somebody who would love that. And it's a person I love. Hubs to defend, his friend to hunt, and my PA friend to patch us up. There you go. That's perfect for the zombie apocalypse. Hey, Vera, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our warrior traditions. I love that, Starla. I have never been in love until I started spending a lot of time with my best friend. Now, I can't imagine my life without her, but I can't say anything right now. It sucks, but that's romance for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Alice. But I am my handsome little boy. He is actually really handsome. And he's really, really sweet, but he's also a pain in the booty. It says it is only a fantasy. I've come to realize most people in my family have not been lucky in love. Oh, I'm sorry. But if I think about that, I don't know what lucky in love means. Oh, bro, you gotta help Gremlin. He's stuck.
Oh, buddy. Where are you? Oh, goodness. What have you done? Oh, baby.
Yeah, he's got himself stuck. Some of our cats sometimes they stick the claw out and they just don't just retract their claws. So anyway, silly cats. Hi, Reggie. So wonderful to see you. Hello.
Both of our tuxedos cannot retract their claws.
My hubby bought me sewing machines, fabric, yarn, anything he thought would make me happy. That is so sweet. I love that, Starla. Let's see here. My husband recognized I was hauling my projects back and forth. So for my birthday, he got me these rolling carts. That's romantic to me. Yes. Something to make your life easier. I agree with that, Lori. So nice. He had that don't hug me in front of people. Yeah, he did. He had that like, Mom. Look on his face. He did. I agree. But he's also the one, he'll come and he'll headbutt me in the middle of the day and then curl up a lot. Like he'll curl his body around me and just go to sleep. He's a super sweet boy when he wants to be, but he's still in that kitten stage. So he drives all of the other cats crazy. And Stella, who is our oldest, she wants absolutely nothing to do with him. He gets within 3 feet of her and she's spitting mad. It's so funny. And he's also the one that accosted Ipit live on my Zoom call for work. So he was right over here, and he accosted Ipit live on that Zoom call. So that was fun. Yeah. All right, I'm going to ask you guys another question. I know you guys, if these are repeats, I know these are probably repeats. Hopefully they're not too recent. So the next one is, what is your most used emoji? Where's my phone at? What did I do with my phone? Oh, it's right here. I knew I probably tucked it next to me. So my most used emoji is, I have to find it. All right, most used emoji. So let me go to a text. It's a heart. And if you guys don't know which one's your most used emoji, so when you look at this right here, mine is the heart. That is my most used emoji. And then it goes in order down this way. So, but yeah, this is my most used emoji. These two probably stay very similar, and then but the rest of them, these get mixed up all the time depending on what I'm chatting about. Hey, Melissa, so nice to see you. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. So nice to see you. Oh, Lindsay, I have got children are embarrassing too, not only parents, right? I have got 4 cats. would have been fine with 2, and then my husband decided, and this is the thing he does. He knows I love animals, so I can't resist, but he saw this kitten. And he thought, he didn't understand, because I told him I've always wanted a tortoiseshell or a calico cat, and I don't think he comprehended what a tortoiseshell or a calico is. So he asked the ladies at the shelter if this cat that he brought home was a calico. And I guess he thought that they said yes, but he's actually he's obviously a Maine Coon mix. I was like, not a calico, but I love him. He's very, very sweet. He's very much my cat. But anyway, yeah. So I have 4 cats and I have 3 dogs. I have way too many animals in this little itty bitty house because both my husband and I are animal lovers. And I originally started at this house with 1 cat and 2 dogs. Okay, and in the first year, we brought in there was a little orange kitten that we brought in, which thankfully we did, because he had a major ear infection. We didn't realize it, so he probably would have ended up dying.
Oh my god, I need to tell a story of that one. Daddy was trying to catch the tortoiseshell that we kept seeing that you really liked.
Yeah, there was a kitten, tortoiseshell kitten.
And that one ran away, but there was either this little gray one or a little orange one. The orange one walked up to me as I was trying to catch the cats. So he came home with us.
yeah. So Ipit, which is my orange little dude, he walked up and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm the one you're supposed to catch," to my daughter. And that's the one that she caught. So then that was cat number 2. And then dog number 3 and cat number 3 came when my husband was volunteering at the animal shelter, and he was there for all of 3 months. Yeah, 3 months, and he came home with 2 animals. We couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't volunteer there anymore. They did offer him a job. Yeah, they did offer him a job because he's such a hard he was such a hard worker. And then the 4th cat came because the story of Stella is that she was my grandmother's cat. And then my grandmother passed away, I guess we're going on about 10 years ago now. So my grandmother passed away while Stella was still such a young cat. And Stella originally went with my uncle. Well, Stella started sharpening her claws on his furniture, and he wanted nothing to do with that. So he gave her to my aunt. She lived several years with my aunt, who had this little pen in the back outside of all sorts of cats. And she took great care of them. Don't get me wrong, but they were in this pen outside. And then my aunt downsized, and she gave Stella to my niece, who had her for about a year. And then my niece had to move from the home she was into a home where she couldn't have the cat. So, and I always said that if Stella, and don't ever take Stella to the shelter, she's my grandma's cat. So I ended up with her, and yeah, I will never give her up. Oh my gosh, Stella, I adore her so much. Let me show you a picture I took. She tolerates, the only cat she really tolerates is our Ipit, our orange cat. Yep. And so this was the other morning when I just got up, and Stella was, the only reason why she's this close to him is because I was petting both of them, and she was wanting cuddle time. So this is just right when I woke up. This is their little spot where they sleep. Excuse the water bottle in the background. I always have a water bottle, and that fell down. It's in the trash now, but there we go. That's Stella. Tolerating Ipit, and they were both getting snuggles that morning, so they were happy kitties. They were very happy kitties. All right, and now I'm behind on the comments because I went into story time. Story time. Yes, here, Reggie, especially when your 4-year-old nephew pees on the front lawn. Oh my gosh, that's one of those situations where you don't know whether to laugh or cry. Maury says, my son is 23, out of the house and engaged, but the last time he was here, he curled up on the couch next to me and put his head in my lap like he was when he was, oh, I love that. Aw. I am not a winter girl. LOL, give me summer. I am a winter girl. Actually I always prefer spring or fall. Fall more than spring, but still I prefer it to be cold. Maine Coon mix. He is a Maine Coon mix, and I'm not real sure how big he's gonna. He is actually my smallest cat, and he is how old is he now? About a year, a little over a year, right? And he is just over 6 pounds. He is actually my smallest cat, but I understand that Maine Coons don't fully mature for what 3 to 5 years. Lori's most frequently used emoji. I like that, and the smiley face for AMB. This phone, most used emojis is I use that one a lot too. But I use that more in reactions on posts, so it doesn't get in my emoji thing. Melissa, we have the same most used emoji. I have 2 cats. I have 2 dogs and 1 cat. Oh, I love that. I love my little fur buddies. I love cats, but in my mobile home park, even though I own the home, I'm only allowed 2, or I would have 4 too. Yes, and it's funny that you say that because I've looked at some homes. Like Mom pointed one. There's this kind of mobile home park that was right on the river that had this really nice affordable home, and because I was looking at buying a place that's a little bit bigger, and it's bigger than my place, and it was crazy affordable, and it was right on the river. It was really cool. But I told Mom, I'm like, yeah, but it's in a park. They're gonna have limits on what I can have. So, and I'm not. I'm a firm believer. Once you take on the responsibility of an animal, it is your responsibility, and you have promised that animal to love and cherish it for its whole life. So don't throw it off on somebody else. I understand too that there are circumstances that require it at times. So don't get me wrong, I get that as well. But if I have the means, then I'm going to make sure that I take care of an animal. So, and then my choices will involve my whole family, which includes all of my animals. What fictional world would you go into if you could? Asking that question, what fictional world would you go into if you could? I would go into the Wheel of Time, although it's supposed to be this world, just in a different age. And but it would be post Tarmangaiden, which is the last battle. It would be post that. I would not want to deal with the chaos before that. We have only saltwater and fish and coral reefs. But those are beautiful and relaxing. Love animals, but hubby and daughter have bad asthma. Yes. And it's interesting is my husband had allergies, and he's the one that kept bringing in the dang animals. He just took more allergy pills. I'm like, oh. Melissa says, hey, Lori, great to see you. Hi, Inga. How are you? Hello. I'm catching up, pretty kitties. Oh, thanks. I have 3 girls, 5, 6, and 14. Wow, what an age range there. Wow. No pets here. I can barely keep the humans properly cared for. Yes, but you have what, 3? 3? I don't know if you have a daughter. You have 3 or 2 sons. I can't recall, Lori, and forgive me for that. See here, I have 2 dogs. One is my service dog that is getting ready for retirement, and the other one is still in training. Okay. So you're going to keep your service dog once it retires, right? Yes, exactly. He was a true animal lover. Absolutely. True animal lover. And Sammy, wherever she is. Sammy girl. Sammy.
I think she's on the couch.
She is on the couch. I see her ear pop up. Sammy, come here, girlfriend. I'm gonna see if she'll pop up for you. It'll be hard to see her though, because this camera's weird. Sammy, Sammy. She's like, no, I'm comfy. No, she's not moving. She's not moving. My number 1 dog is Bo Diddley. I love that. He's a 110-pound old English hand American bulldog. Number 2 is Fancy Pants. She's a Frenchie bulldog. I love Frenchies. My kitty is all black and her name is Ms. Marbles, but she answers to TT. Okay, so D, I have most of my cats have a few names. So my my stately, the one I've had the longest, my stately gray tuxedo cat. His original name was called was Gremlin, and that's because when I found him, he was underneath a house next door, like in the crawl space, and he came out with another black kitten. I wasn't able to catch the black kitten, but I caught him, and then I actually syringe fed him for 3 weeks before he started eating on his own. But when we first gave him a bath, he looked like a little gremlin, and it was so cute. So he was Gremlin. And then but then I just started calling him Kitty Cat, and he became Kit Kat. So yeah, he's a Kit Kat. And then I have other ones, but I don't want to get too far before. I have 2 sons and a daughter in love, my son's fiance. Okay. I thought it might have been okay. I'm glad I wasn't that far off. See, I pay attention. I just have a horrible memory, but I pay attention. Yes, she was my late husband's service dog originally. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Some land where the houses clean themselves. Oh, yes, right, Barbara? I need to be in that. Ooh, Harry Potter world, because you can use magic to just clean everything. I would so do that, and I would like crochet with my hands plus use magic to crochet more, right? Christmas would be so easy. So easy. I wonder how many like crocheting spells I could have going around. You know, like Ron Weasley's mom, you walk into her house, the dishes are washing themselves, the knitting's going by itself, and all this stuff. I'm like, I want that. I want that. That's right, they did move out, right? It says but the oldest son and his fiance don't live here anymore, so I should be able to do better. Oh, I love that. Starla says you have 2 service dogs. Oh, okay. And 2 dogs that are pets. So you have four total dogs, right? Hi, TKW. Hi. So nice to see you. Knock on wood, I've been able to keep a half a dozen plants alive for over a year now. That's amazing, Lori. That is amazing. I can't do that, but I talked about that a little bit ago. I want and need that as well, right, Melissa? I want to live in Harry Potter world where I can just make all the stuff happen by itself, and I can just sit back and watch. Maybe get some cooking done, yes, and all the scrubbing done. Like if I can move the dirt off the floor, anyway. I'm starting to fantasize now of something that'll never be. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, Samantha. So nice to see you. Hello. Okay. So I'm going to ask another question here, you guys. But Amy's coming up with an amazing question. Love that. Let's see here. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry for the yawn, you guys. I'm trying to think of this. Okay, these I have asked relatively recently. Okay, so here's the next question. You have your own late night talk show. Who would you invite as your first guest? You have your own late night talk show. Who would you invite as your first guest? One of 2, but most likely Sandra Bullock.
You said Adele.
Did I say Adele before? She actually would crack me up. But I love me some Sandy, so or Kelly Clarkson, because she's so down to earth, and I think I would just I would have a good time with her. She does have her own talk show, but I've seen her like talk to people, and she's very open, probably a little bit too open for her own good. And she just strikes me as being somebody that she's just disarming. You would be very comfortable with her immediately. Let me see here. Oh, I have one dog. He travels. Speaking of that, poor Dana. And I know a lot of you guys probably know that, but she lost her Julie, which was her traveling companion, her dog. which is so incredibly sad. But Wanda says, I have one dog. He travels in the truck with me. That's what made me think of that. Um, so what kind of dog do you have that he travels in the truck with you, if you don't mind my asking? Lori says, I would like to go to an imaginary world where I have a bottomless bank account. Yes, 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 please. So I didn't have to work and could hire a house cleaner. Yeah. I actually truly intend, when I get moved to the other place, I will be hiring somebody to come and do a deep cleaning at least once every 2 weeks, because I suck at it. I'm just gonna own that. I'm not good at that at all. I would want to go in the worlds of practical magic. I love that, which is one of the reasons why I love me some Sandra Bullock, that Miss Congeniality. Harry Potter and Disney movie, any Disney movie, Halloween Town, Gilmore Girls. Oh, I do love that town in Gilmore Girls. I do love that quaint little town. It's amazing. Bridgerton and Outlander. I don't know that I would want to do Outlander. There is too much violence in Outlander for me. Yes, extremely spoiled too. Sandra Bullock, right? Wanda, she's such I love her. Tom Hanks, that would be good. Either way, Lori. Lori asked if living or dead. Either way, I don't think we need to limit ourselves. Jason Statham. Probably spelled that wrong, but I know who you're talking about. Keanu Reeves. Oh, that would be a good one. Keanu Reeves would be another good one. Yes. My mom loves Jason Statham, says Ambi. But yeah, so anybody else, you guys, I would love to see who would be your first interview. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to end up being Kelly Clarkson, because I really feel like it would be just like watching two girlfriends talking, honestly. And it doesn't matter who she's chatting with. She does that with everybody she chats with. She just, but I don't know. I love me some Sandra Bullock. And I think an interesting person to interview would be Angelina Jolie, but I almost would feel like frumpy next to her and not doing enough good in the world. Like, I would feel less than. And that's on me. That's not on her, because she is amazing. But still, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't want to interview her. Right? I know. So petty. So petty. Oh, there's more comments down here. I missed Mom. So many comments. Oh, he's a cheap hum. Oh my gosh. He has got to be the cutest little thing. Oh my gosh. So when you're driving, do you have him like on a leash in the back, or do you put him like in a crate? Tom Hiddleston, he would actually be another great one too. So would what's the guy that plays Spider-Man now? Tom Holland. I think he would be a lot of fun. I have a chug. Oh my gosh, and a long haired cat and birds. So the hair and feather dust are a pain. Plus, we have a wood stove upstairs above the back of the house, and open all the way to the living room. Oh, so you get the not well, yeah, it would be ash, right? Ambi says, Ambi, she has amazing taste. Ha ha ha. Me too. For the Jason Statham, just let me be Claire so I can have Jamie. Wait a minute, Claire, so I can have Jamie. Oh, yes. On for Outlander. I get that now. Probably my birth mother. Ooh, I love that, Lori. That actually would be an amazing interview. I think that would be amazing. Wanda says a mix between a Chihuahua and a Pomeranian. I love it. I adopted him at a truck stop in Ontario, California. Oh, and he's been your little companion ever since. I love that so much. Carol says Rob Thompson from Matchbox 20. Or Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. Gotcha. Deborah says Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford, and maybe Will Smith, and ask him, what were you thinking? I agree with that. What were you thinking? I go back and forth on the whole Will Smith thing. Like, come on, dude. But I can appreciate what he was doing, like the thought behind it, but there's no reason for violence. He could just said, Chris, you need to stop. And then that would have been done. And he would have held the higher ground, but because he started, he let emotions rule. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll talk about that. No crate. He lays where he. Oh, that's so cool. So he doesn't get underfoot then. That's awesome. I love that. I used to drive a semi cross country. Took my Chihuahua Squirt and my old English Frankie. Oh, yeah. I would. If I did that, I would probably have to have a little fuzzy companion with me. Um. Yes, he took the low road. Dee says he took. Yeah, he did. He reacted instead of choosing his actions. He reacted, and that's not always the best thing. So anyway, he's learned his lesson. He regrets it heavily. Heavily, he regrets it very much so. Um. So, but what other people would you guys interview? Any more thoughts? Oh, my nose. I'm stuffy, so forgive me for that. All right, let me ask the next question, you guys. It is 12:06. Now, I might break just a little bit early today at 12:30 instead of 1. And the reason for that is I just have some things I've got to get done. Oh, you know what I didn't do this morning because I was sleeping?
What?
Go to the post office. Yep, totally forgot to do that. I have a package that I ordered from Amazon and they didn't deliver because I owe $3.88 in postage. What? Why? So that will be emailed to Amazon because I already paid postage through either my Prime or some of them have to pay postage anyway. So I should not be paying postage again. Right? Anyway, that's just my little beef. It says, if a movie made your life, what genre would it be? Who would play you? I'd be drama. I'd be a drama. In some cases, a tear-jerking drama, but yeah, I'd be a drama. With some bits and pieces of comedy. I don't know who would play me. Probably who's that chick that was in The Blind Side that played the tutor? She'd be because she's anyway. Either that or Rosie O'Donnell. No, not O'Donnell. O'Connor. Connor. Whatever her name is. Of course, she's been blacklisted by whatchamacallit now. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, you would interview Chuck Norris. That would be a good one. James Patterson. Yes, I would interview Carol Burnett. That would be an amazing. J.K. Rowling. The Rock, the one who plays Dom in Fast and Furious. Oh yes, no, I know The Rock, and I would ask him all about Moana. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like that. It's actually it needs to be folded up a little bit better. My cats mess with it. You know, I can't have nice things anymore because of my cats. So I made it as a little on the big side, but you just fold it up. So you get this really super wide brim, and then you can this one you can actually see the seam if I remember right. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought you could see the seam. Nope. I try to make these so you can't see the seam. I need to trim my puffball a little bit. It's got that one sticking up. Anyway, let me put this back on my head. And by the way, this head is not light. It's not like crazy heavy, but it is not light. It is a very. The only reason why it's still not broken by the cats is because it is such a sturdy head. It is such a sturdy head. All right, put it back up here. Oh, see, she's still blind. I always make these hats a little on the big side, so they end up like being a little slouchy. Here we go. There we go. There's Lady Jane. All right, let me go. Another imaginary world I would enjoy would be the little towns of Hallmark. That's true. That is so true. Christmas movies, especially if I can own a bookstore, yarn shop / bakery / coffee shop / tea house. Yes, that is so true. So, have you guys seen The Good Witch? This is a series, a Hallmark series. And her little shop that she has in the Good Witch. And by the way, she owns this gigantic house But I guess it was actually handed down. So I'm sitting there thinking, you own this little shop and you own this gigantic house. These two things don't go together. But it actually was, the house was handed down, and she does the inn too because it's an inn. So it actually makes more sense the more I think about it. Also, probably any woman from the Bible. Ooh, that would be wonderful. Oh, I like that idea. If Teddy ever goes anywhere with us, he has car seats and riding harnesses. He loves to ride the rhino. He has goggles and a cap too. Oh my gosh. I need a picture of that. Ooh, and Jason Momoa. He actually would be a really fun interview, I think. Although he would exhaust me. I'm just saying. I love me some Jason Momoa, but he would exhaust me. That is crazy. Postage is always prepaid. Exactly, Lisa. My life would be an after school special type show. Oh gosh. It's something that we can all learn a lesson from. Is that what you're saying, Lori? Yes, Jason Momoa. Like super comfy. It is super comfy inside. And I love getting super soft yarn and then making these hats like this. Oh, there's the seam. I know you can see the seam. It's only when I flip it upside down that you can see it. That's why. But anyway, I love making these hats with super soft yarn. Super soft yarn. And he's like, yes, Jason Momoa. Yeah, and where is Asachi? Exactly. Starla says her life would be an action movie. Hey, Sandy, always a pleasure to see you. So nice to see you. Mwah. True crime, Melissa says. Oh my gosh, what have you had in your life going on? That would be a true crime. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think probably 2 years ago I would have told you snapped. That's what my life would be. It would be snapped because eventually I was headed that way, and we got things worked out though. I've been asked by my grocery store deli to crochet hair nets for the ladies. How much would y'all charge? Ooh, that's a good one. So here's the thing is that you want to charge, my rule of thumb, 3 times the original price of the yarn plus labor. So say you want to be paid $15 an hour. So you would have that plus oh no. Okay, so hi Mel, I just found out from Willie that he has a big baseball fundraiser at 4. Okay, so that tells me we may need to cancel tonight's chat and then pick it up tomorrow. So the yarn hookers, I think, might be canceled. I saw that where you left us a message. All right. If that's the case, then that's the case. We'll put the message out. Thank you, Yarn Geek. You need to do that family stuff and take care of that fundraiser. So do it and don't feel bad about it. We'll just pick up where we left off next week. It's all good. Oh, Amby says, I would want my movie to be a romance, but alas, it would probably be some G-rated kids movie. Oh, no. It would probably be like Lori's, an after-school special. Amby says, I meant to say The Good Witch. Yes. Okay, that's awesome, Lori. If I'm horrible with figuring out pricing when I sell my items. But yeah, 3 times, and don't go with, if you got the yarn on sale, do not go with the sale price. Go with the original price. So 3 times the original price plus your hourly rate. So for short projects, these will leave them pretty inexpensive. But as far as, and the hairnets may be relatively inexpensive, whereas a blanket would be crazy expensive. So blankets are always made with love. Because the time and the amount of yarn that goes into a blanket, a good sized blanket. Not my personal life. My life would be called She Lived, or the movie would be called She Lived. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, I know you can't miss it, and I wouldn't ask you to miss it even if you could, Yarn Geek, or Ginger. So don't be sorry. You are fine. Do not be sorry. We all have things that pop up, so do not sweat it, okay? But I would love to research true crime in my area and make a documentary. Oh, that would be amazing, Melissa. I have actually wanted to do like start a blog on, I just haven't had the time to commit to it, on true crime and doing research on true crime. And yeah, I'm with you. I love me some true crime. Oh, hey Michelle. Hey y'all, it's Michelle. My movie about my life, or oops, I feel again. I understand that. Because of Octavia, my life has turned into Under the Sea. Yes, I love and I love your Octavia. Your Octavia is amazing. Yay, Barbara sent me pictures. I love it when I get emails from Barbara with pictures. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Oh, you're very welcome, Melissa. So hopefully that helped you guys. That is not everybody's way for pricing things, but I think it's the fairest way, so that you make a profit on not only the product itself, but the time that you put into it. Oh, I probably could do another live, but sometimes whenever because I don't have Saturdays to myself too much anymore because of the yarn hookers, which is not a bad thing. I love doing the yarn hookers. When I do have opportunities like this where something just comes up in life, and we need to reschedule for whatever reason, or cancel the show, I tend to take advantage of it, and I'll probably go out to eat with my daughter tonight. Or we may take a run to Ollie's in Toccoa, or we may run to Buford or something like that. So let's see. Do you hear her? Buford sounds fun. So that's probably what I'll actually end up doing. Just because I like to take advantage of these little Saturdays, these few Saturdays that I get with just us. So that's what I do. Sorry for being selfish. Sorry, not sorry, actually. Yay! David's back. Woohoo! Now, you guys, I am going to probably end a little early today because I have to get my nails done. So, and I'm hoping that I get my my storage shed today. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm overrun by yarn and things, and then I have to get like luggage and stuff like that for my trip. And all this stuff takes up room, and I'm out of room in my house. So I need to move some stuff out of my house that I don't need every day. And finding a storage shed in this area is not easy. So I got on a waiting list, and I think I have one for me. Yay! So I'm hoping to get that today. Oh, okay. Yep. And she just texted me. Yeah, she did. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, perfect. All right. She was texting me because they don't take card. Like today, I had to sign some paperwork, so I have to go get some cash. So we got to go to Walmart first because I got to get a lock. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. Anyway, TKW loves true crime. Stepped up briefly, but I'm okay. Read that. Welcome back, David. Oh, so Sandy's asking Barbara how the oxygen is going and hope you're still improving. She did say earlier because she was getting some cleaning done. She feels a lot better, Sandy, and she probably answered you already. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa says, enjoy your daughter and your time. I love that. A she shed. I need a she shed. I wish I had one. And I think in the new place, I will get a she shed. I'm going to be honest with you. This place here, I'm not putting any more money into it. There's certain things that are kind of falling apart. I'm going to sell it as is when I go. I don't need the money to put money down on the new house. So whenever I sell it, it'll be just cash in the bank. Yay. And, that's why I'm not getting a she shed now. Otherwise I would, if I wanted to invest a little bit of money in this house, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I want to move to a bigger place, and I want to do that in about a year. It may end up taking me 2 years, but I'm hoping that I can get everything in order and do it in about a year. Oh, moisture. Okay, well, if they're in bins, Sandy, I'm putting them in bins, so they're not open. And I will probably be in that shed often picking stuff out. So it's not going to be, I'm going to be moving it around. So it's not going to sit in there and be forgotten, I think is a good way to put it. And it's not just going to be my yarn. I have other stuff I have to put in there. Like, I probably will end up storing my whenever like my summer clothes will go there in the winter, and then in the winter my winter clothes will go in there in the summer, and then in the winter my summer clothes will go in there. That's what I'm trying to say. But everything will be in bins. Thanks. Enjoy the day with my daughter. Thank you. Just using at night with the CPAP. Try not to overdo. Have to use at other times. Now, Barbara, did you have COVID? Is that what happened? That's what happened with my mom. Yeah, and that sounds very similar to my mom's. Your numbers sound very similar to my mom's. It took her about 6 to 8 months, but she doesn't even have to use it with her CPAP anymore. And her original doctor told her she might have to use it for the rest of her life with her oxygen for the rest of her life with the CPAP. But she doesn't even need it. She is seeing a pulmonary specialist now though. But yeah, so she is completely off of it. Just to let you know. I've been listening and driving to a recycling center. Ooh, that does styrofoam. That's awesome. It's awesome. Now I'm going to have an antique secondhand store to an antique secondhand store. Oh, that sounds so exciting. I want to go with you, Terry. I've had lots of answers going through my head. It's been so fun. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Put your yarn in vacuum sealed bags in storage. Thank you. I will do that. I will look at vacuum sealed bags. Perfect. Great idea. Thank you. My realtor friend in your area seconds your choice to move in a year. When I called him to ask him about rentals, he said prices are through the roof and the market moves very fast. Yes, I agree with that, David. And now for rentals, now the prices for homes has begun to settle down a little bit from where it was a year ago, but still there's not very much in the market and things go quickly. And if it's not going quickly, then that means there's something wrong with it. If you see where there's something on Zillow for about 60 days, it is either way overpriced or there's something very wrong with it because things are going quickly. There's actually a place at the end of my road that I have been eyeing. I love it. It's actually would be the perfect home for me. And it's been sitting vacant for a while. And I'm like, if it's still vacant when I'm ready to go, I'm going to call that owner up and see if I can buy it. Because all that's public record when you have an address, who owns it is public record. So I'm going to see if I can't reach out to that person. Yeah, I'll stalk them. I'm okay. Vin Diesel plays Dom in Fast and Furious. Oh, Vin Diesel. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, you had pneumonia. Okay. Well, that's just as bad. Honestly. Whew, I'm sorry. No, Julie last weekend at work. Don't sweat it, Ginger. Yeah. It's okay. But this was going to be Ginger's night to host. So, which is why it'll be canceled. Otherwise, we normally would go continue on. But it's okay. We will pick up next week. So it's okay. Stuff happens, you guys. Stuff happens. He suggests the market will likely stabilize in a year or so. Okay, good. I'm hoping so. But I keep an eye out. And yeah, the prices for things have started to settle back into where I expect them to be. Oh, your phone died. Well, welcome back, Amby. Says, I know Walmart has them. I use it for my winter blankets. Okay. So you're talking about the vacuum seal bags, Michelle? I will check them out. We need to go to Walmart and get a lock. So first doctor didn't think I was going to survive. It was wow. I am so glad you pulled through, Barbara, because that is and it sounds like it was just so uncomfortable for you. I'm so sorry you dealt with that. So maybe you can start with the rent to own on the empty house, right? Well, it's empty and it just it's been vacant and it's that what Zillow says it's valued at is more than I want to pay for a house because it's just me. So I want to make sure that I have the income that I can still buy my yarn and still, if I wanted to buy a new car, I can buy a new car, that kind of thing. So I'm funny about that. But I'm thinking if it's sitting there vacant and I go in with an offer and they're not even thinking about it, I'm just hoping. We'll see. It's all up in the air because it's all like a year or more away. It's between 1 and 2 years away before I do all that. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Melissa says I will be lurking while crocheting. How about the yarn hookers after midnight? Actually, that wouldn't be too bad, but you guys would get me a little tipsy because I will have been into my beer by then. Hi, Nancy. I will have been into my beer. Dollar Tree has great vacuum seal bags. I was thinking about that too, Carol, because I've seen that on I watch some of these Dollar Tree videos on YouTube, like what people got from Dollar Tree. Of course, I get a little jealous because some people get stuff that I don't get. Ooh, while we go, we can also check out Dollar Trees, baby. We can check out the Ollie in Gainesville. Yeah. And then also check out the Dollar Trees in the area. Okay. All of them? Well, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, something like that, right? 5. Because we can't like spend too much money only because we're still buying stuff for the cruise. You know what I'm saying? And I got to recover from paying for that. Okay. Yeah. So Dollar Tree, it's like you go on a spending spree and you spend $50. Not even 50. You spend like 25, $30 and you're like, "Woo, I'm balling." Yes, I am. My mind wasn't able to spell vacuum bags. I get that. Don't worry about it. Lori says, doctor said CPAP saved my life when I had COVID. Yes. And that's when my mom had COVID-D. Barbara says, my wife and I both had pneumonia in both lungs and we were both in the hospital at the same time. It wasn't easy to get through. Yeah, Ed, I remember, I wasn't there with you, but I remember that moment in time and I was worried for you guys. And I'm so glad that you guys have pulled through. I'm so happy for that. It says if it's vacant, it might be distressed. Also, never ever trust Zillow values. Okay, well that's good to know. I don't know if it is like because when when I first moved here, there was renters there. So and then there was a renters there briefly at the beginning of this whole COVID thing. So I don't know. Maybe anyway. And you're right. It may be distressed. So of course I would do nothing without an inspector going in there. You know what I mean? But it's just the way that it's set. It has this amazing deck. It has this large fenced-in yard for my dogs, and so it's very appealing from the outside. I've seen the inside from Zillow because there's still some Zillow pictures when it was on sale before, so I have an idea of what the inside looks like, unless it's been torn apart by renters. I don't know. Just move down here and we can help you find something. Ambi, I would love that, but it is too hot down there for me now. It really, where you're at, as much as I would love being closer to Atlanta because of the city aspect of it, I can't deal with the heat anymore. I guess just I'm a middle-aged fat woman. Because I can't even deal with it anymore. It gets to 80 and I'm like, no. Oh, so Lori uses the Dollar Tree bags. Okay, and I will go and look for that then. We got some snow here. It's crazy, Wanda. We got some snow here. Thank you, Mel. I'm so glad you're back to 97%. The yarn fairy isn't quite there yet, but still slowly improving. As long as you're always going on the up and up, and she can take her time. I'm okay with it. LOL. Florida's a little slice of hell in the summertime. I feel you on that. I'm retiring to Alaska. I don't blame you, Lacey. I can't anymore. It got to 80 here and I was dying. It was way too hot for me. I couldn't take it. It's chilly in this house, much warmer. Oh, really? So you keep it chilly. And, I do keep it. Well, that's only because my AC is right here. It's a window unit because we have such a small place. And it's right here. So when it's in the summertime, I turn it on. I'm also wrapped up in blankets. I'm used to Florida so long as I take a big cup of cold water. And Nancy, I would think that I guess you get used to where you live, right? Because I grew up in Florida. But I am no longer a Florida girl. And I lived there for several years after I graduated, and then I moved away to Charleston, and then I moved back for a little bit, and then I lived in Augusta, and then and then I lived in Manassas, and then so I've just been all over the Southeast. But I have just discovered since these little mountains here are my home. Even Georgia, like Clayton, Georgia, which is just across the border and is still part of the mountain range. Even Clayton, Georgia gets too hot for me. I would even move further up the mountain, but the higher up the mountain you get these very cute towns with beautiful like downtown areas, but they don't have other conveniences. Like I love me some fast food and restaurants that aren't crazy expensive, and but like the Highlands is where my mom lives. She lives in the Highlands, and it's a cute town. Don't get me wrong at all. I think it's cute, but it's just too far away from other conveniences. Like the only fast food they have in the Highlands is Subway. It's 76 here and having a nice breeze. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, our AC is out. I have to go get it fixed because we have not gotten anywhere near as hot as it will be, and I'm already melting. Yes, Lacey. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't I just got my AC fixed in my car. I couldn't take last year. I muddled through it, but I'm like, nope, I don't have to this year, and I'm not going to. That's so funny. David's like, there is a such thing as gloating Nancy with your perfect weather. Only 40 degrees here in southeastern New York State. Been raining most of the day and supposed to have some snow tonight. It was in the low 60s yesterday. Aw, that's the gloating, I think. She's got a little baby sleeping there. All right, you guys. I always love spending my time with you. It has been an amazing morning spent with you guys. Love sipping on my coffee and just chatting with y'all. I do need to go. I have a few things I have to do. Oh, I missed you, Ashley, and I'm leaving now. I missed you so much. I'm so glad that you did make it in to say hi. But you guys, hey, you guys, I want to make sure you guys all have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. As you guys know, we did announce it tonight. There will be no yarn hookers. It was supposed to be at Ginger's place, but Ginger has something come up and she had an event that she has to be a part of. Don't ever be sorry for being late. I did miss y'all though. But I'll catch y'all next week, right? I will catch you all next week. And I had such fun getting to know everybody so a little bit better. So I will see y'all the same time. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything going on. So same time next week, 11. What? I do 11 a.m., right? Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And if you haven't yet, on your way out the door, if you enjoyed this little chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And again, you guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.